Alright, what is up, this is Slow Playthroughs. I'm here today for another news video regarding Dragon Ball Fusions for the Nintendo 3DS. So today, guys, I actually wanted to discuss some of the recently announced news on this game with some of the new fusions and just a couple of scans with like the new Ultimate Maxi-Fusion. I think there's like a female Ginyu Force, and just, you know, as you can see right now, the 21 EX Fusion characters that can be created in-game. And this is only, I believe, a fraction of some of the fusions that you can actually create. I believe there's over... It was confirmed, I think, over 300 fusions. I might be wrong on that. I just saw it in a recently announced article, probably yesterday, talking about it. I don't know if that's real or fake. I don't know the reliability on that. But, you know, I'm going to go with it and say that that's probably pretty accurate, considering that they just keep announcing new fusions just every single, like, at least couple of weeks and even months and everything. And I know this news is kind of old, but some of you guys actually did request me to actually cover this and give my personal opinions on it and what I think about some of the new fusions. And you know, now we actually got official scans, like high quality HD scans with translations, thanks to shonengames.com. I believe they've been doing a lot of translations, so, you know, shout outs to them. I'll link their website in the description below and, you know, credit them for all this, because without this I wouldn't understand what the hell was going on. And we get official, you know, names that I can actually tell you guys what their names are for these fusions and everything. And I think it's just a better thing just to, you know, talk about this, knowing what's going on in the game with official English translations. So let's go ahead and jump straight on into it. First of all, there are actual fusions that you can fuse with your, I guess, custom character, or your avatar, sorry, and you can actually fuse them with other characters. So that's a little unique thing, and I think that's kind of playing in the part with the 300 kind of fusions, you know, that's going to add into it, because you can do so much in this game with just fusions. I mean, it's called Dragon Ball Fusions for a reason, and this is probably going to be the most unique Dragon Ball or just Dragon Ball Z game to date on a handheld console. This is just insane stuff, like what they're able to do and how much work they're putting into it with all these fusions and stuff. It's just ridiculous. So you can definitely, as you can see, there's a fusion of, I guess, your custom character, like the known avatar character, you know, with like the Gohan-ish kind of hair and like the red shirt and everything, and like Mr. Satan's belt. He's actually fused with Pan. I believe that's Goten or maybe Kid Goku, I'm not sure. And obviously that's Trunks down there. So you can definitely get a bunch of fusions with that. I'm not sure how accurate it's going to be with the fusions, just because, you know, I'm pretty sure you can change like your color of hair, your race, and everything. It's going to be pretty ridiculous, like what you're going to be able to do with your custom character and fusing with other characters. Personally, I would love to fuse with the Great Saiyaman, because, you know, the Great Saiyaman is fucking sick. Or even Trunks, I think that'd be awesome. But another thing that you can do in this game is actually fusing with other characters online over, I believe, the Miiverse or something along those lines with the online feature. I guess you like track them down and like they get added to your game somehow. I don't know, there's like a weird feature in this game that you're able to fuse with other people's custom characters, and you have like a, you know, custom character fusion, and then it's just like mind-blowing. It's getting too complicated at that point. So pretty much, you know, that's just a big thing in the game so far. And now I kind of want to just recap some of the newly announced fusions in this game that were actually not showcased at all. We saw a couple of images of them, but weren't actually too sure on who was fused with who for, you know, to make these characters, whether it was like an EX fusion or not. That would be made pretty obvious from like the armband thing, but, you know, this just makes it a little bit easier on us to understand with like who's fused with who. So one of the first new fusions is actually Gohan and Goku, named Kuhan, and they're actually, you know, they're adult forms, so it's not like teen Gohan and fucking like adult Goku, or like kid Gohan and adult Goku or something like that. It's, you know, full adult forms, and it makes the Kuhan character, I guess the Ku comes from the Ku in Goku. And I guess they didn't want to go with Gohan because that's a fan-made thing already, and maybe they were just like, ah, that's kind of weird and difficult to say Gohan. I mean, you know, that is a little bit weird. But very cool fusion. This one is, I believe, an EX fusion. I see it on his armband. Pretty basic. It just has kind of like the Vegeta, or I guess Gogeta kind of style hair. More of Vegeta because it has the two bangs, and you know, it's pretty ideal fusion, and it's just really basic. It looks like he's got Gohan's like Piccolo kind of clothing for the pants. He's got the upper, I guess, tunic gi part from Goku, and the blue belt and everything. So very basic fusion, you know, Goku and Gohan together. This is kind of what you would expect. Another fusion that is actually pretty new that I actually love the design of, I think it looks really fucking sick, is this Chaohan. And no, it's not Gohan and Chiaotzu. It's actually Chiaotzu and Tien. I don't know why it's Chaohan, not like Chaohan or something. Actually, that would sound fucking stupid. But, you know, that's besides the point. Look at how cool this guy looks. It's like a kimono monk motherfucker. Like, he looks ready to go. He's got, like, the face paint from Chiaotzu. He's got the clothing. And, you know, basically just Tien's face, facial features. Obviously, he's got to have that clean-ass third eye. This looks awesome. I think this is one of the coolest looking new fusions so far. We have another one that is actually Turles and Raditz. I would have never thought of a fusion between these two, but I guess it would make sense because, you know, Turles does look like Goku a lot, and I think it'd have been better if we did like Goku and Raditz, but I guess because these two are evil, it makes this weird looking, I guess, Raditz-esque kind of guy. He actually, his scouter fused together, like both scouters actually fused, and it's like this fucking visor. He looks like Cyclops from X-Men with like this shit. He's like, pew pew, like gonna blast you and shit. I don't know, it's weird. But he actually has the dark skin, and his name is Tutz. I'm not making this up, it's just Tutz, okay? It's the TZ from the end of Raditz and just the TU from Turles. So they didn't really want to go too in depth with this one. I don't know why they didn't do like Turolitz or like Rattles. I don't know, some of these do sound stupid whenever I'm saying it, but you know, Tutz is really weird. Just Tutz, man, okay? But basically what it shows right there is that, you know, he's got the dark skin from Turles, he's got the long hair from Raditz, and you know, pretty much he's just like Raditz with a Turles skin, you know, skin tone. He's got one bang and, you know, the really long fucking widow's peak. I think he looks pretty cool. The design is really basic and everything. I like the fact that the scouter does fuse together in that manner. It just looks really cool. It's like an upgraded fusion or just an upgraded version of Raditz or Turles. So that's pretty cool. We actually have another fusion that is a Great Saiyaman based fusion. Yes, I know there are going to be a lot of these that I'm going to be talking about throughout this video. There are at least 3, which is kind of ridiculous, but this one is actually Saiyaman with the Gohan counterpart, and Saiyaman 2 or Saiyawoman, which is Videl, and it's called the Great Saiyaman number 12. That makes no sense. I thought, you know, we learned math before. 2 plus 1 equals 3. I don't know why they had to do number 12. I think Great Saiyaman number 3 would have been cooler, but, you know, that's just their decision, whatever. There's actually a little ranking system I see at the bottom. I'm not sure if it's like you have to be that rank or, you know, at that level to actually obtain these characters and fuse them together, or if they're just, you know, that ranking, like they're just that good. I don't know, it makes no sense, but hey, we'll learn about it when this game actually releases. I thought I'd just make a note of that. But pretty much the Great Saiyaman number 12 is just, you know, your basic fusion between the Gohan counterpart and the Videl counterpart, and that's kind of weird. It's gonna be like a she-male thingy. I don't know how that's gonna work, but very cool. We also have the Ginyu man that we've, you know, already seen before. I thought I'd talk about this one a little bit more because I like the design of it and the concept. It's actually Captain Ginyu and the Great Saiyaman. What a perfect fucking fusion. Like, God bless. Like, this is awesome. I fucking love this one. The design looks great. You know, just the concept behind it is perfect. You know, Great Saiyaman dancing and shit, and the Ginyu Force, and just Captain Ginyu being the leader, you know, always dancing around. I think that's just really funny. The next one is an EX Gogeta. Yes, you know, they're not going to really change the names. It's just the EX version of Gogeta. And this is actually, I guess, the post-Dragon Ball Super, or just during Dragon Ball Super kind of arc with their clothing of Goku and Vegeta with the, I guess, revival of F clothing. It's pretty much just a basic fusion. You know, it just looks like, I guess, Vegito with the 2 bangs and, you know, the spiky, I guess, Vegeta kind of hair. But he does have the Rit armor with the shoulder pads and sort of a weird, like, orange under skin, kind of like tight skin tight. I don't really know. It's like this weird clothing, and you know, it looks pretty cool. I would prefer to not have those shoulder pads. I feel like that doesn't fit too well, but you know, they got to make it look different somehow. The next one is actually an EX Gotenks, which is really cool. You guys already know I fucking love Gotenks, and seeing Goten and Trunks in this like new looking form is pretty cool. He actually has 2 bangs instead of, you know, just like that long widow's peak of Gotenks. It seems like it's kind of inverted colors. Instead of black in the middle and purple on the edges, it's, you know, purple in the middle and then black on the edges. And he actually has more of a facial features and just more, I guess, of a style of Trunks instead of Goten, which was kind of what Gotenks was. He was more of Goten than anything. The next fusion we got going on here is actually the Tawali. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's basically Ariel or Ariel. I don't know how to pronounce her name either. I think it's Ariel and Tawa fused together. One of the weirdest fusions. I talked about this, I believe, in a previous video, or you guys have already seen this. It's been shown around, but I thought I'd kind of go more into depth about this character. Tawa being an evil character, and Ariel kind of being from, I think, Dr. Slump or something, Mr. Slump. I can't remember the name of that manga anime series or whatever. I believe she was shown in Dragon Ball. There is a connection somehow. I'm not sure if it's Akira Toriyama who actually made that comic. I'm not really too in depth with that, but I've seen this character before. I know who she is, and it's just weird to see her, this light-hearted little girl, fused with this fucking alien woman with curves. Like, damn, I don't know. This is a weird fusion, but moving on, we actually have some more Ginyu Force fusions. I think these are so fucking cool. I'm hyped for these. We actually have Barce, which is Burter and Jeice. Barce, like, that just sounds perfect. I don't know why. It's just look at it. He's got the blue hair. He's got, the skin color of Jeice. It is a, I guess, Barce, Burter, and Jeice fusion. I'm not sure if his eyes, I can't tell if his eyes are closed or if they're actually red like Burter's. I would assume that they're, that clean, glowing red color like Burter's, because, there's not really a lot of Burter in this character that you can see other than, like, the bluish hair, which Burter has no hair at all. But really cool fusion. That gets me hyped. I love the Ginyu Force. They're really cool, just funny, silly, dumbass characters. And, moving on, we have Reguldo. Like, this, oh my god, it's so good. Recoome and Guldo. It's basically a, I guess, skinnier, a little bit skinnier version of Guldo with Recoome's hair. That's pretty much all I can say. I mean, it looks more like Guldo than anything. I think his skin tone is a little bit lighter to compensate for Recoome's skin tone, but nevertheless, that's pretty cool. And then we have Celza, Pandel, we've seen those before, and EX Yamhan, Curry Gohan, Yamta, Vegetrunks, or Vejanks, I think? Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. Bra Pan. That name right there is hilarious. It's legit just Bra and Pan combined. X-Prillin, then we have Gorillin, it's like Gorilla, and then Majin Sane. I thought I'd just, kind of talk about the names for these characters as well, but we've seen them before. Nothing too special on that. Moving on, there's actually one, I guess, final fusion that I want to talk about before we get into, I guess, the fan-made fusions. Well, I mean, this one is fan-made, so I guess we'll jump straight on into it. But this one, I'm not sure what the name of this character is, but it's obviously Goku and Lord Beerus fused together. This is fucking awesome. I talked about it in one of my mod videos, and somebody, I think it was Sol Negro, he actually created a mod of this character already for Xenoverse, and it looks so damn cool. Just this alone, having these two powerful fighters fused together, I think that's awesome. And I hope to see more, I guess, Beerus fusions with other characters, because he's such a powerful character. Seeing him with Goku is pretty cool. I think like a Whis and Vegeta fusion would be pretty cool. Just his feminine looking, I guess, body shape and facial features with Vegeta's like fierce manly kind of nature. I think that'd be a pretty funny fusion to look at. But moving on, we actually have another fan-made fusion that's actually called, I think, the Great Satanman. Yes, like somebody actually drew this, and once again, it's another Saiyaman fusion. It works out perfectly. Satan's a joke character, Great Saiyaman's a joke character. Fuse these mofos together, you get the Great Satanman. That's not a very good combination right there with that name, Satanman, the Great Satanman. I don't know about that. Okay, if you're religious, you better stay away from this shit. But no, in all seriousness, we have the EX Messiah makes his presence known. Satan City superhero fuses with the savior of the world, but does he stand for justice or for evil? We don't know. Obviously, it's going to be for justice. That's, Mr. Satan, Hercule Satan. Even though his name is Satan, he's not a bad guy. You guys already know he's a good character. He's part of, the good side, but he's just kind of an idiot asshole. But, we love him. And that's sort of, I guess, the end of the, I guess, fan-made fusions. I believe they're going to be more on the way. These are actually accessible through QR code, as you can see right there. You just scan it whenever the game releases, and you actually get this as, I think, a support character or like a partner character or something. But what I really wanted to get into was the female version of the Ginyu Force. As you can see, we have the entire Ginyu Force with, I guess, feminine looking faces. They kind of all look like they just straight up put Pan's face on every character. Pan's face and like maybe even, I would say like Android 18, her like eyes and everything. I don't know what this fucking is supposed to be, if these are fusions, but it says original warriors will make their appearance also. So I guess that's what it means. It just says, whoa, is that a female version of the Ginyu Force? So I'm not really sure what this is going to have to do with the game later on, if these are fusions or these are just, you know, trying to compensate for the females out there that are getting this game. I'm not too sure, but pretty cool. The other stuff on the bottom is nothing too, I guess, significant that I really want to talk about. It's just you can like fuse your friends' faces, you and your friends' faces together with like the camera or something like that. I don't know. The 3D, they're trying to, you know, use gimmicks with the 3DS features. But moving on, we actually have the final bit of news that I've pretty much hinted at throughout all of my other videos with Xenoverse mods and everything, because, you know, I like to you know, talk about some of the news in that video and just kind of recap it while I play through the game. And I feel like this is really significant. It is actually a fusion, a Maxi-Fusion of, I believe, evil characters fused together. I'm not sure if that's the exact concept, if there's like an evil orb or something that, you know, goes into the Maxi-Fusion that makes them evil, but this looks really fucking badass. It looks like a fusion between like Vegeta, Cell, Frieza, and probably like Broly or something like that, and it makes this, I guess, demon-looking Oni fusion. That's what I'm going to call it for now, but it's called the Ultimate Evil Maxi-Fusion. Maybe this is the final boss. I'm not sure if this is a character that you can use in-game. As you can see, he kind of has sort of the Rit armor going down on the bottom of his, I guess, belt area. And pretty much, you know, he's got this, like, I guess, armband that looks like it could be from Bardock because it's red. And, you know, Bardock, I think he did have that on his arm before he put it on his head. He would always have it on his arm, but it was actually white, and then, you know, he squeezed it and it got, like, bloody and shit, and it turned red. But that's besides the point. You know, this could just be just a fusion of a bunch of the evil characters, and, you know, there are Saiyans that are evil, so that kind of, you know, makes up for the hair going on there. But it really does look like he's got the ears of, I believe, Cell, and like the chin kind of strap looking thing of Cell, and then he's got like horns that look like they might be from Frieza somehow. I'm not sure. This is just like a quick analysis I'm trying to give to you guys, but this is possibly a final boss or a character that you can get in game. And you know, there's in the corner there showing off, I guess, the Maxi Fusion of the Saiyans, or like the good guys. So there's a, I guess, good side and an evil side to the Maxi Fusions, and I'm not sure if there's going to be, you know, more in-depth fusions of these characters. Maybe, I guess if you fuse all of them together, they're always going to result in this kind of appearance, because, you know, that would be difficult to make different appearances for each Maxi Fusion. I think that'd be ridiculous. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in today's videos. You know, I thought, you know, it'd be a good idea to finally cover this, because they were translated. Most of them were translated, not this one, unfortunately, but, you know, we do know the name. It's Ultimate Maxi Fusion. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and a comment down below telling me what your favorite new, I guess, EX Fusion or just Fusion in general is, what you're looking forward to for this game when it releases in, I think, about a week or even 2 weeks. It's going to be here very soon. I'm excited. You guys get hyped too, and this could be potentially the last news video that I do on this game. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.